Hello, everybody. I am with RC. How are you, RC?
Hi, doing good. How are you?
Okay, good, excellent. Thank you. Today we're going to play together. We're going to play a blind GeoGuessr. I'm going to play a map, and I'm going to describe it as precisely as possible, and you'll have to tell me where to guess on the map. And after each guess, I will send you the link over Google Meet, so you can actually describe the image as I should have done it, to hopefully make a better guess next time.
Mm-hmm.
Community world.
Yeah, I think.
No moving. We
Yeah.
can pan and zoom, but all right.
Yeah.
And are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Start game. So I do have some knowledge. I'm not a complete noob, but I'll try to describe without influencing you or biasing you so that you're really the one guessing
Mm-hmm.
and telling me where to go. All right. So we have a yellow line in the middle. It's actually one continuous yellow line and one non-continuous, like dotted. No, not dotted, but like how do you say, like stripes? No, how do you say when it's not continuous?
Dashed.
Dashed.
Yeah.
Sorry, dashes. Thank you. The sidelines are white and continuous.
Mm-hmm.
The asphalt is a little bit grainy. The landscape is very flat. The sun is pointing straight towards the south on the compass.
Mm-hmm.
Sun is straight towards the south. I see what looks like a pickup truck on a side road, which is a trail road. It has like gravel on it, and it's all very flat around me. There's no mountains, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge electricity pole, which looks like these massive, I don't know how you describe it, like the head of a cat, but like massive, like all metallic.
Yeah.
And we're driving on the right because I can see a stop sign from the back on this trail road. And it's on the right side of that trail road, which is intersecting with our road at 90 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
Our road is completely straight, all the way straight. I believe this is Gen 2. I'm not certain because there's kind of a halo in the sky, like a very wide halo.
Mm-hmm.
But be careful because sometimes I describe a generation camera and then I'm not super good at describing it. Vegetation is like very low trees, like they're right around us, like bushes and small trees, which are maybe a meter high, not even a meter high. In feet, it would be 3 feet,
Mm-hmm.
something like this. And in the distance, I see some forest. But it's very flat all around. Any questions you may have that I can maybe improve my description?
Mm. The first thing that I was my immediate thought was probably the U.S., but hearing the Gen 2 was a little bit strange because most of the U.S. just does not have Gen 2. However, it could be Canada, so I was wondering, do you see any bollards or
Good
little
question.
reflectors?
There is nothing.
No. Okay.
Absolutely nothing on the side of the road. It's all very cleanly managed because you can see that beside the asphalt, it's like cleanly cut,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's like some very fine sand or gravel, can't really tell, on the outside of the road. Right, it's like very cleanly maintained and going all the way straight. It's like super long. It seems like going forever.
Okay.
I can't even see any bend in the road. The pickup truck does look American, to confirm your initial impression, and I believe the license plate, it's not very easy to see, is squarish and white at the front. There is a license plate, and I can see the front of it,
Okay.
and I think it's squarish. That's about all I can see here.
Okay.
But no bollard or street sign, nothing, except the back of a stop sign.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Let's see. So you said the dashes are yellow, right?
Correct. In the middle, right? In the
Yes.
middle, I have a continuous line, yellow line, and then I have dashes
Yes.
as
That
well.
are the same exact color. Okay.
It's the exact same color,
Yeah,
correct.
okay.
And the road is like, it's very good, honestly. It's in very good condition, and occasionally you have this like little rubbery texture to correct the holes or the
Mm-hmm.
imperfections of the
Okay.
road.
I see. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. That's yeah. Let's see. Does this stop sign have anything on the back?
I cannot see anything. I can't tell if it has a sticker. It's like I think it's a metallic
Okay.
pole that is holding the stop sign.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really tell if there's anything else. I can't see. It doesn't seem to be uniform color though. It's not like a straight gray. So it may have like some sticker or something, but very small. I can't
Yeah.
tell what it is exactly.
Okay. Hmm.
And you have really these huge, absolutely humongous electricity, like higher voltage lines, and you can see them all along the road.
Yeah. And
Right,
could
like
you like describe the like landscape again? Like how arid is it? Like kind of.
I'm really bad at describing this. So on one side, it's like how do I describe it? It's like between bushes and trees, like small trees all along, like 3 feet high.
Mm-hmm.
So it's quite green. I mean everything I can see is quite green, but in front of it, it's like there is about 3 meters between the trees, which go on forever until the horizon, and it's all flat. And between that line of trees, and which extends, and the road, it's like rocks, but small rocks, like small rocks and gravel. It's not like there's no mountains. As I told you, the landscape is completely flat.
Yeah. And then a forest in the distance.
Yeah, and the forest, I think it's pine trees. I'm not certain.
Okay.
I think it's pine trees.
Trying to think if there's anything else I can use. Is like the asphalt. So you said it was kind of grainy.
Yeah, it's kind of grainy.
Okay.
And the I know you're not a big you say you're not the expert on meta, but I just noticed Chef said it before. If we're driving on the right hand side, then the back of the car has a weird oval which is gray.
Which is gray.
Like
okay.
I don't think I've seen this very often. To the same tune that you're surprised with me describing this as a Generation 2, and maybe you'll tell me it's not Generation 2, although it has this big halo in the sky. I noticed this like oval where the stoplights would be,
Yeah.
or between the stoplights where the trunk would be, and it has like this plain filled in color of gray in an oval.
Yeah, I think it might be Gen 3.
There's no antenna or anything.
Yeah.
Gen 3, okay, maybe.
I think so. I'm gonna assume it's Gen 3 just because I do think it's the US. Just from everything else that you've said, I can't really see it being anything else. So, yeah. It's super flat.
Yeah.
Some bushes and a forest in the distance. I'm just trying to like.
It's not really bushes. It's really small trees. I should not have said bushes, to be honest. It's like small trees, but since they're a bit grainy, it's not very easy to say. But it's weird. It's like they're young trees, or they've just started growing. Maybe there's been a fire. I have no idea because it looks fine.
Mm-hmm.
But what's confusing to me is that on the other side of the road, you see the forest of trees which are very, very tall, like several, like easily 10 or 15 meters high.
Mm-hmm.
And in front of them, it's like grass or something with rocks in between.
Okay. And is it like what season is the coverage?
Season is tough for me to tell because since these look like pine trees, it's hard for me to tell. I don't know.
Okay.
I think it's maybe spring. I don't know. It could be autumn.
Okay.
Yeah. You're going to tell me I'm completely wrong. Don't worry, because if I lead you the wrong way, then that's my way of learning, and everyone's going to be laughing when they're going to watch this and me struggling to describe things to you. So don't sweat it either.
Yeah. I kind of. Okay, so I'm gonna make my guess here. I think I'm gonna say, like, I'm thinking around the Mississippi River in like Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee sort of area, like that tri-point is kind of where I'm thinking.
Yep, I can see.
So
sure.
you can. I don't really have like a preference on which state. So like maybe try eastern Arkansas, like right near the border of the three. So. Somewhere around
like
there.
Close to Memphis?
Yeah, close to Memphis, yeah. That'd be perfect.
Okay. Let me go to a straight line. Although this road is going north, almost north-south, actually. Oh, we have a bunch here. Okay. Slightly north of Memphis. Okay, next to the Mississippi River, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me go here. Should I validate the guess? You ready for it?
Yeah.
All right, we were in Canada.
We were
actually
in Canada.
Next to Lake Winnipeg. Actually, not in Winnipeg, but all the way north of Lake Winnipeg. Let me share the image with you. All right, now you have it. Tell me what I did wrong here in terms of describing the image, how I could have improved the imagery, or are you surprised with what you're seeing?
Okay, so it was Gen 2, so you were right about that. I see the oval thing. That is kind of strange. This is an interesting location because it's not even like a normal location for Canada, I feel like. I don't know. Is this might be like a planted forest, or I don't know. It kind of looks like out of place a little bit. All the
Tell me how you would have
vegetation.
described the trees, because I struggle with that very often. How would you describe the vegetation? The one which is on the western side, I
I
think, right? On
think,
the
yeah, maybe
I think this is probably what led you the wrong way, and that's my fault because I don't know how to describe the vegetation more carefully here.
maybe the fact that they are really low, like Christmas tree looking,
Yeah.
just would point me to more north. Because when
Okay.
I heard pine trees, I could imagine like some like much taller trees. And so
Got it.
like the height of the trees can definitely like lead me to go like more north or south.
Got it.
But yeah, this was certainly a difficult location, I would say.
Would you say, just since I see it now, because this is what, seeing the image myself, obviously I have the advantage that you're not having, the trail road, which is coming at 90 degrees, would you say this is more of a Canadian thing, maybe? This made of gravel, or do you see you see this also quite often in the US?
No, I think it's equally common in both.
Okay.
I don't think there's any specific US Canada things here, just the landscape and the Gen 2 is the big
Got
things.
it. All right. Well, at least it's North America. I know it's not
Yeah.
good enough for you. Let's see for the next round. You ready for it?
Yep.
We got 1,600 points on this one. All right. This one should be much easier, I suspect. We're driving on the right hand side. License plates are square with a greenish tint. There is a photo car, which is white Toyota, and it's a police car. You have the blue, white, red
Mm-hmm.
thingy on top. Um, we have people who are obviously distinctly of black skin color. The side of the road is made of sand, brownish sand, and we're just below something in construction, which I think is a pedestrian bridge, which is going over that. I can't say it's a highway, but it's probably a fast moving dual carriageway. And it's all urban all around. We don't see buildings that much, but there are buildings, and it's like a lot of cars, and it's traffic is a mess,
Mm-hmm.
basically. I see, believe this must be a petrol station because of the name. It says Rain Oil. It does look like a petrol station in the distance. What else can I tell you? We
What
have a huge blur
gen?
for the Street View car.
Okay, it's Gen 4 then?
I suspect it would be Generation 4, yes.
Yeah, okay. So dual carriageway, you said. What, like, I'm gonna ask you this again. Like, how dry is it? How green? How?
It's so you do have sand, and the road is in bad condition. You do have sand on the sides, but outside of this of this road, it's green. Like you can see some trees, but and you can see a palm tree
Okay.
also. Actually, I think you have two follow cars. I've never noticed this before. I
Yeah,
thought it was
you
only
can
one in
have
this country.
like
There's two exactly the same Toyotas,
yeah.
yellow pickup trucks, and with a clear blue, white, red thingy for the
Hmm.
police.
Yeah, I've seen like even three or four before. I don't know what like where or when. I think there might be some meta on that, but yeah. So we're in Nigeria for sure, obviously. I think like everyone will get that with the police cars, but uh, I'm just like trying to think where in the country it would be because there's not like that many like big highways. Um,
Maybe a highway is a misnomer here because there's no security guardrails. I don't know if Nigeria has security guardrails on their highways, but clearly there are two lanes of cars on each side. So that's why I'm saying it's a highway, and they have this huge bridge or pedestrian bridge coming over it,
okay.
with entrances and exits which go, with
Hmm.
these massive
Okay.
concrete things that
Yeah.
go either way, which are very, very ugly, but clearly they're built because I guess you cannot cross safely
Yeah.
this dual carriageway.
Okay.
Although you have people on the sides right now, like you can see them. You
Yeah.
have people, you have cars parked on the side. So people are probably crossing regardless at the moment, but it seems to be building towards something that would be a highway in the future.
How hilly is it?
Very flat.
Very flat. Okay.
Yeah, very flat. All away, everywhere around it. And the sand color is, as I said, like brownish color, brownish yellow, not reddish.
Okay.
And I see one palm tree, and the rest is just, I say regular trees, but they're not palm trees.
And the angle of the road?
The angle of the road. So the road is going straight, and the angle is southeast to northwest.
Southeast, northwest. Okay. I think. I'm trying to think if I should go like. I think my best idea would be in like the Benin City area of Nigeria.
Yep, I know where this is.
Like I'm thinking like maybe just north of Benin City. I think the road angle might fit there, like northwest to southeast.
Yep, there are indeed a couple of roads going this way towards the inside of the city. Yeah, that could make sense.
Is it a fairly urban area, would you say?
Yeah, I would say it's fairly urban.
Okay, I think
because there's a lot of traffic and it doesn't seem to be in between cities, but I'm not certain, right? Because we're right under this pedestrian crossing and it's in construction, I don't see a lot of buildings, to be honest.
Okay.
I see maybe market written, I'm not sure. Can't see, in blurry, like in a building on the fence or the wall of a building a few hundred, like 50 meters away. And I think it says something market, but I'm not certain.
Okay.
And in the distance, it does seem there's quite a bit of traffic.
Okay. And is the soil red or?
No, I told you it's not red. It's like brownish yellow.
Brownish yellow.
It's distinctly not red, at least not to my eyes.
Okay.
Not the kind of red that you'd see in like Mato Grosso in Brazil.
Yeah.
Right. So this is like really the yellowish, brownish color.
Okay. Trying to think. I don't know. My other idea would be, I mean, it could always just be like in the Lagos area, maybe just slightly north of Lagos, but I feel like that area is just a little more hilly. Another flat area, and this would also fit in with the palms, is like the Calabar area, like very southeast Nigeria. And that would fit with the Gen 4 as well, but I'm just not entirely sure if I want to send there. You know what? Let's try that. Let's go like near Calabar in Nigeria.
You want to try Calabar?
Yeah.
All right. Let me see if I can find a road that would match a little bit.
Yeah.
There is one at an intersection here, a bit more north from Calabar, not very far away, but that would make sense. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, it kind of matches in terms of direction. All right, should I send?
Yeah, sure.
Should we go for it? And the answer is, and you're anxiously waiting. It's next to, I can't read the name, Onitsha. Can you see what Onitsha is?
Yeah, so that's like right
near
the Niger River.
Exactly, right near the river. Exactly, you're correct. And so you're almost, it's a bit closer to Benin City than Calabar, but it's kind of in between. So it's a very good guess. It's 200 kilometers away, 4,451 points. So let me send you the actual location.
I'm a little surprised because I generally like assume that the Onitsha area is just a little more hilly. Like you have this like a very like constant decline like on the road, like, or an incline I guess, like on the main highway at least around that area, but of course there might be flat areas.
Look at the link I sent you and tell me if you're surprised with what you're seeing, and tell me what I could have said differently to make it an even better guess next time.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah, this is tough. Yeah, I see what you mean with the like heavy traffic, and I've actually like seen stuff like this before, like in this area at least, like with the traffic being like really bad. Cause let's see. I'm just trying to like work out where we are. Exactly.
Are you surprised with the image? Because you were expecting maybe something a bit more hilly, right, in that area?
Yeah, just slightly.
It's not everywhere hilly, but slightly, yeah. But here I can't see it.
Yeah.
Maybe in the distance, towards the northwest, maybe a little bit. It's not
Maybe,
obvious, but maybe in the
it
distance.
could also be that the western side of the river is more flat, because I know
Hmm.
the eastern side is more hilly. But one thing I did want to say is like with the traffic, that totally makes sense, and I should have taken more account of that because I remember like checking out the bridge over the Niger River in Onitsha, and like it was like
Yeah.
heavy traffic the whole way, and I like that's something that I clearly remember, and that just didn't go through
Ah,
my mind.
yes.
I think,
I'm looking at it right
yeah,
now. Yes, indeed, it's complete traffic jam
yeah.
on the
I
bridge.
think there
Indeed.
might be like some security control point or something over there, and that's why there's like just endless traffic. I'm not sure,
Got
but
it.
yeah.
Interesting. Well, that's a pretty good guess. You went very close here.
Mhm.
Nice. Um, round three. All right. We do have, so it's very green. Driving on the left hand side of the road, we have road lines on the outside which are white. So it's a dual carriageway. In this case, there is a separation between the two sides of the road.
Mhm.
So you have two lanes. Um, it's tropical vegetation. You've got palm trees and the like.
Okay.
Um, it's a bit hilly, but the road is going straight. So the road itself is straight, but on the side you can see that it's a little bit hilly
Mhm.
in the distance. Oh, you do have some Thai or Cambodian script
Okay.
that I can see at the entrance of a temple-like structure. It's not a temple, but it looks like like a temple, but it's just like a gate.
Mhm.
And I believe yes, this is the Thai flag. Um, I believe, I'm certain, it's the Thai flag.
Okay.
And as we're driving left, you probably know we're in Thailand.
Mhm.
We do have a scooter, a truck, and it's all very green. Um, what else can I tell you? Yeah, we can see hills on both sides of the road in the distance, and the distance would be something like a few maybe kilometers or a few miles
Okay.
either way. It's not like mountains. I don't want to say mountains, but they're relatively high hills. The road we're on, the dual carriageway, is very straight, right? As I said, there's no incline in any way. It's going northwest to southeast once again. I think just like before
Mhm.
in terms of the orientation, and completely green everywhere.
Okay. Um, did you say there were palms?
Correct. We do have a bunch of palm trees
Hmm.
almost everywhere, like all along the road actually. Yeah, I can see them also in the distance, but they're not the only trees.
Yeah.
You do have a lot of palm trees, and I recognize also some, I think, banana
Banana.
trees, but not
Okay.
many. And there's also like other non-palm trees all along the road, so it's
Mhm.
in equal proportion, and it's all leafy and all trees all along
Okay.
everywhere. So I would say 50% or 40% palm trees, and 60% of other trees which are tropical but non-palm trees.
Mhm. Can you see any of those concrete square-shaped poles?
The concrete square-shaped poles, which will be on the side of the road,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
No, I don't. Concrete square-shaped. No, I don't see them. I know what you mean,
Mhm.
but I don't see them. I'm right next to the sign that says probably the name of a town, but I can't see the name of it, and I don't read Thai
Yeah.
anyway. But I'm exactly at 90 degrees. So I can't even see the. I'm just right behind it, right? So it has this. It's supported by two white poles, and then the bottom of them, which is stuck in the ground, is black.
Yeah.
So most of it is white, and then you have the sign. But I don't see any concrete block on either side of the road, as far as I can tell.
Um. Okay. Hmm.
There's no bollard of any kind.
Yeah.
There's one thing, I don't know if it can help, because I've noticed this before, but I'm not certain it's everywhere or specific regions. So there are lampposts on the central area of this, separating
Yeah.
the two series of two lanes. At the bottom of these of these lampposts, you have like something like a sticker or paint, which is black, orange, black, orange, black,
Yeah. I think.
and a flashy orange, right? And on
Yeah.
one side it's orange, and the other side is white.
Yeah. I think that's throughout the country. I. So I think I want to go in like the southern part of Thailand, like the or the isthmus part. But
The Phuket area, right?
yeah,
That's what you're thinking?
you said so. I just want to figure out. So there's no like oil palms or anything, right? Did you
No,
see?
there's no like oil palm plantation, if that's what you're asking. It's just like planted on the side of the street, but it's not a plantation.
Okay, but just seeing oil palms in general, though, right?
How would I make a distinction between a palm tree and an oil palm tree? I'm not sure I know how to make the difference.
They're like these lower palm trees. They're this dark green color usually, like very wide, like just their leaves like are like in like a sort of like circular shape, just like coming out like um it's not it doesn't you don't see the trunk really of a oil palm tree. They're lower to the ground.
No,
Why?
here I can see the trunk everywhere.
Okay, and they're pretty tall and
yeah, they're pretty tall.
Okay.
and they're not completely green either. I can see some yellowish and brownish
okay, yeah,
stuff
okay,
at the end of their leaves.
yeah,
On some of them, most of them actually.
mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. And so hilly, you said like hills on both sides, but are these
But the
these
road
are in
itself
the-
is straight.
Yeah, these are in
Yeah.
the distance. Like how far are we saying?
I'm saying I would think maybe 1 or 2 kilometers on one
Okay.
side, so like going 90 degrees from where we are, and on the other side I would say more than that, probably 3, 4, 5 kilometers, 3, 4 miles.
Mhm.
But it's tough to tell because obviously I'm surrounded by trees which are fairly high, so I can only see what I can see basically.
Yeah.
Obviously, which is just a small fraction where the trees are a bit lower, and I can see these hills in
Yeah.
the distance. So I think they are all along the road, but I can't see it except at some a few points. But in the distance of the road, I can't see any hill. So we're just like in a valley of some kind, except it's not mountains but hills on either side.
Yeah.
It seems to be.
And road angle you said was northeast, southwest, or
Correct.
okay.
Correct.
Yeah, then
No, sorry.
Oh.
It's north. So
Yeah.
northwest, southeast.
northwest side. Okay. Okay. So yeah, in the Phuket area, like you see Surat Thani. I guess like just south of. I'm starting to like imagine in my mind how exactly the highway goes there. So there's the highway that like branches off to Phuket, and then there's another highway that goes like keeps going south towards Malaysia, at least I think.
Yeah, I can see Surat Thani and going south of Surat Thani, and you have an angle that is
Yeah.
roughly corresponding to this.
I think we could try something.
But it's not
around
Phuket,
there.
right? It's not the peninsula.
No,
It's not
I don't think
Phuket.
we're in Phuket.
Okay, how far south do you want me to go from Surat Thani?
Not too far south. I
Okay.
think just in the Surat Thani area would be good because Surat
Okay,
Thani.
still in the same province?
Yeah, Surat Thani is pretty hilly, but once you start getting more south, like Songkhla or that sort of area, that area is pretty flat. At least like, where the highway is. At least I think.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
My only other thought was like if it could be like east of Bangkok, which I hope it's not, but we'll see. Or it could just
All
be
right.
in the north of the country and I'm just completely wrong. But I thought you said like banana trees, so I don't really want to go to the
I
north.
think I noticed them, yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit. I think these are banana trees. I can't see the bananas, but they're like low-lying and with these wide leaves,
Mhm.
which are typical of banana
Yeah.
trees. You'll tell me when you see the image. But I think
Yeah.
your guess makes sense,
I'm
honestly.
I'm happy with that too. I think we can send
Okay. Let me see where I can go because I can't see exactly the orientation of a road that goes. Oh, maybe here, maybe here. So I'm about a fourth of the way or a fifth of the way from Surat Thani to Songkhla
Mhm. Okay.
area.
Yeah, that sounds
Pattaya.
good. Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. It was actually all the way south.
It was all the way
Wow.
south. Okay.
Yeah, it was in Patani,
Patani,
area,
okay.
the Patani area. Do you see where it is?
Here's
It's further south, east from Songkhla.
Yeah, sorry, I don't have the map pulled up.
That's what I'm telling you, right? You see Songkhla, which is very close to Malaysia, and
Yeah.
there's a small
I know
segment.
where Patani is. It's like really close to.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I see that. Yeah.
So you had a good hunch here. You thought, oh, it's not going to be more south because it's more flat. But actually, there's one more bit below. I've almost never seen coverage in that area. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
We get so many images from Bangkok and like Chiang Mai and then sometimes Phuket. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So 300 kilometers. Oh, sorry. Let me send you the link.
Yeah, yeah.
You tell me what you see here that could have helped you guess further south. But I'm already impressed because you went south. The classic thing is to go in Bangkok or Chiang Mai and just hedge in that area. And here you had a hunch that it would be more south of Bangkok.
Yeah. Okay, so just seeing the amount of palms is definitely a big southern thing. I'm glad you pointed out all the palms, because like I don't think you would ever see this many palms if you were more north. And yeah, those are banana trees. I can see them here. Otherwise, it's like really difficult to tell. Like, there's not really anything specific that I could use. I see like the hill in the north is interesting. Like northwest is interesting because that's exactly what I would associate with southern Thailand as well, because it has like this very strange shape, the hill, and it's almost like a karstic sort of hill, like you would see like the rocky outcrops. It kind of has like this weird shape. Like that's very common in like that southern part of Thailand. So yeah.
So I guess describing, maybe you're right, and I've been to Thailand, I've been to that area, so I see exactly what you mean. So in describing maybe the ridge of the hill could be helpful.
Yeah,
right? In saying it's not like a round, smooth hill.
Yeah.
It has this. How do you describe it?
I said karstic, but that's karstic is like the I don't know if that's the right word actually, but it's like you know how you see like the gray outcrops. Since you've been to Thailand, you probably know like there's a lot of those like random like hills or mountains that like you see like the gray like cliff side of the.
Yeah. I think it's karst. I think you say.
Yeah.
Is it in English? Is that a
yeah?
I think it's karst mountains or hills, whatever you call them. I don't even.
I said karstic,
exactly,
but it might just be karst.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. I see. I misheard. I thought you were talking about a car stick, like the stick in a car, like the gear shift or something.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's my bad. My bad hearing here. Okay, got it. Well, not too bad. Honestly, it's like 300 kilometers, 4,252 points. So pretty good in this case. Round number 4. We are, in this case, driving on the right-hand side. We have banana trees, palm trees, not oil palm trees.
Okay.
It's again a big highway thingy with a dual yellow line continuous in the middle. You have dashed white lines for separating the two lines on either side. Like on each side, you have two lanes, and each of these lanes are separated by the white dashed line, but both sides of the roads are separated by a dual yellow continuous line. I don't know if I'm clear.
Yeah, you're clear. I got that.
Okay. The road is not asphalt, it's concrete, like this gray concrete. Driving on the right-hand side, I can see a pickup truck. I also see a tuk-tuk or rickshaw, which is, I think it is yellow, and it's pretty certain it's a rickshaw. I think it's almost certainly Generation 4 camera.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask you about the tuk-tuk. Is the tuk-tuk like, so it's usually like there's a driver's side and the passenger side. Is it like a flat roof, like all the way, like the driver's and passenger side are at the same level, or is there like a difference in level of the tuk-tuk?
Impossible to tell. Okay. It's too far away. I'm zooming as much as I can, and I absolutely cannot tell you that. Okay. I recognize the 3 wheels and the color, but I cannot see the roof well enough to see if there's a difference. It looks to be the same level, but I cannot tell for certain.
Yeah.
Generation 4 camera, almost certain, because the sun is like overblown. You know, like it's not like small round. It's like a bit overblown, and all the colors are quite saturated. Also, you have very green high hills in the distance. The road is straight, but we're in a curve. So it's like a long curve because it's a 4-lane, two times 2 lanes. So they can't just like have sharp lanes, but it's quite flat. A lot of motorbikes, or a lot, like 4 or 5 motorbikes. but in the distance you have like high hills, all green, covered with forest. It's all green all around. It's not urban at all.
Okay.
We're next to a small village, to be fair. It is a village. You have rooftops made of metallic corrugated iron, so either gray or reddish brown color. Either one or the other, like an even distribution.
Yeah. Okay. So I definitely think we're in the Philippines. I'm not by any means an expert on the Philippines, so figuring out which island is definitely more difficult. I think just personally I would probably go Mindanao, which is the southern island. But I don't really have any more input than that, to be honest.
Mindanao is the one with Davao City as the
Yes.
main. Yeah. Okay. All right. Where do you want me to go on this island? I know you don't have a very big clue here. There's no traffic on this big road, and I can see for quite some distance, even though we're in a curve. And we have mountains these big hills towards the northeast.
Northeast. I guess you could go like between Davao City and Cagayan de Oro, which is on the
Can see that.
coast. Yeah, just somewhere in between there in the middle of the island would be good, I guess.
Just to double check, you don't even have a map in front of you, right?
No, I
You're just
don't.
doing this by memory.
Yeah.
All right, that makes sense. That can make sense. Let me see. In between, right? Like so roughly halfway between.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay. Let me see if I can find it. It's not going to be easy to see anything here. Let me see. Okay, I'm just going to plonk it. Yeah, okay, right here. Let's see. And my God, 100 kilometers. We're 4,714 points. It is the correct island. It was just more east.
Okay.
It was going Davao towards the eastern side, plainly speaking. So I'm exactly the same latitude. So it's exactly the same latitude of being between Cagayan and Davao, but further east. Let me share the image with you. Nice guess. Well done.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way that I could do better than just getting the island there. So I'm very happy with that. Yeah. Yeah, looks pretty much how I imagined it, honestly. I think you explained it very well, so don't really have anything else to say.
Okay,
Yeah.
well done. I mean, this is quite impressive. I'm impressed also by your knowledge of the cities. Last and final round. We're at 15,013 points. It's not too bad. We're out of luck right now. Although we'll see. We're under it looks like a highway. We're under a bridge or an airline bridge. I don't know what it is. So, a continuous double white line in the middle.
Okay.
And the outside line is continuous and white as well. In the distance, I do seem to see a warning sign, a street sign to say, careful to the curve on the left, and it's on the left side of the road, and it's a yellow sign.
It's a yellow.
It's a diamond shape. It's a yellow sign with a black arrow saying, be careful, there's a left turn.
Okay.
And it's diamond shaped.
Okay, yeah.
I do think I can see a bollard. I am not certain. But I will give you a 60% confidence that this bollard is white and may have a thin rectangular vertical strip which may be either gray or red. I'm too far away at the top of that white bollard right next to the street sign.
Rectangular strip.
Yeah, rectangular strip which would be maybe yellow, maybe gray or red. It's impossible to tell. But I can't tell because it's very far away.
Oh, are we driving on the left or?
Well, the street sign is on the left,
Okay,
right?
yes,
The warning side is on the left side of the road.
Yeah.
And I don't see a similar one on the right-hand side, and it's a double continuous line in the middle. So 99% probability that we're driving on the left-hand side. It's quite hilly in the distance. It's not mountainous, right? It's hilly. We do have utility poles. They're wooden.
Wooden.
I think that's going to help. And the bottom half, at least the bottom half, is green. Dark green.
Okay.
Yeah. You have a security guardrail as we're under this huge bridge or highway. I don't know what's over us, to be honest, because we're right under it, and there's no car whatsoever anywhere. Vegetation is quite green, a bit yellowish. We have like below the trees. It's not. No, do we have forest? Not really. It's kind of in between, like forest and a few trees dotted here and there, and the grass is not super tall but not super short either, in between, and a bit brownish, green and brown.
Okay.
But it would not say it's arid, right? It's overcast, by the way. It's cloudy.
Yeah.
You can really see the clouds. So you do get a sense that it does rain, not necessarily regularly, but it's not dry. It's not the desert.
Okay. Trying to think what else.
You have a big high voltage utility poles, like not the utility poles, the big high voltage structures, metallic structures, and these one looks like how do they look like? Like a big A, actually, like a massive A. It's A-shaped, very very tall, like taller than the trees, taller than the other utility poles, which are green at the bottom,
Okay.
and which are wooden.
And I just want to like make sure. So, do you think? I don't know, like if you know what they look like, but do you think they're eucalyptus trees?
Yes, I know how they look like.
Yeah.
Because this is how I guess for Australia. I can't tell, to be honest. I don't see the problem is we're just under the bridge, and usually I recognize them for their silver-looking trunks and branches, and I cannot see any trunk well enough to be able to tell you. I see one, but it's too far away and pixelated that I can't be certain. So the ones I see, they're not. They are not eucalyptus for certain.
Okay.
The ones I can see, like.
Oh boy.
It does not mean we're not in Australia, but I cannot see eucalyptus that I would have told you, because these ones I do recognize.
Okay. So wooden pole. What was like the green thing going down? Because I'm still like slightly confused. I'm trying to imagine that in my head, but I'm not sure what that is.
So they have I think they're wooden poles, and they have electricity lines running through them. They have two T's, right, crossing them like 90 degrees. One not at the very top, but a bit look like it's a cross shape, and then you have another cross in the upper section. But the bottom half of these utility poles have a green tint to them.
Okay.
And it's very distinct, very visible, because they have the same color as the grass and the trees around them.
Yeah.
And they don't have the possum guards or security, the metallic sheets that you'd see, I think, in New Zealand. I don't see that here.
Yeah. Okay.
But I do see that distinct color. I don't think it's an artifact of the image. It could be, but I don't think so, because it's a slightly different green, but it matches with the background, and I don't see it going all the way to the top.
Okay. And it's Gen 4?
I can't tell, because I don't see I don't know, because it doesn't seem like super saturated.
Okay.
It's overcast. I do not see this. I don't see the sun, and I see a lot of chromatic aberration. I see a lot of purple fringes on utility poles, on that bridge over us. A lot of chromatic, like a lot of noise in the image as well.
Okay.
So
and
it looks like probably like Gen 1 or Gen 2. I don't know.
Okay. Let's hope it's not Gen 1, considering it's ACW. But yeah. I guess I'm like, again, I'm not like an expert on Australia either, but I want to say it's New South Wales. I think with the poles that would fit. And
road is going exactly east-west.
Road going exactly east-west. Where were the hills?
Very flat, but you have hills on either side.
Okay. That's
on either end, not on either side, I should say. On either end, you do see some hills, more pronounced on the western side than the eastern side.
Now I'm starting to wonder if it's like Queensland, but I don't know. It's like there's no sort of like agriculture or anything, right?
No. It seems to be wild / like the wild in the sense of foresty, not agriculture. It's too hilly. It's almost like too hilly for agriculture, and on the other side, it seems it's like more of a electrical transformer area. When you have like the high voltage lines coming out of. This is the only thing I can see. The rest is Just trees or hills or nothing, basically.
Okay. And the soil color was not red, right?
No, it's absolutely not red.
Okay.
Can't see the soil, but it's not red.
Is it like grass or
It's grassy. Yes, everywhere.
Okay.
There's no sand, there's no soil, no dirt or any of any form, and the grass is, I'd say, like it's a few inches high or a few centimeters high. It's not like super low grass like you would see in Lesotho. But it's not like not to your waist. Like it's not maintained, but it's growing in between. Basically, it's as if it requires lawn mowing. And I think, hang on, I do see that, to confirm it's Australia, I do see, I think, a bollard, the edge of a bollard coming off the security guardrail, and it is red, that vertical rectangle, red within the white area. Now that I see it, I'm just surprised to see it popping out of a security guardrail, but I think this is what it is.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just not sure, like, on the area of Australia, just as it's a very big country, and like I'm not that good at it, especially the poles. Like, I really can't imagine like which state this could be just off like your descriptions, and it's not because of your descriptions. It's just I just don't know them like nearly that well to be able to say this one is New South Wales or Queensland or Victoria, but I'm thinking one of those three. And the grassiness is making me not think Queensland, so I'm gonna rule that one out.
Okay.
I don't know if I like with the green tint on the poles, that makes me lean New South Wales, but at the same time I'm struggling to think where I would see hills on both sides in New South Wales. With the other stuff you described. So, and it's
and we have this over, like this bridge or highway which is crossing right above us.
Oh yeah,
right?
Yeah.
It looks like a highway that is right above us.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it looks very, very wide. So it looks like it's crossing north-south, and I have no idea where this would be. But it looks like a highway. I'm not certain, but it could be a highway just above us.
Mm-hmm.
And we're on this small side road which is going east-west.
Okay. And you said it's like overcast. Is there like any sort of like blurs or something like because of it?
No, I can't see anything. It's just like you can see the shape. I mean, you can see clouds.
Yeah.
And some of the outline of the clouds, but it's completely overcast. Yeah. And it's
no like
on one side it's almost completely overblown, like it's completely white on one side, and the other you can see the grayish outline of clouds, but that's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
We're really stuck under the road which is above us, so I can't see anything of the sky basically.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, well, I don't really know where to go, so I'll say like probably the Albury sort of area, I think.
Where is that?
In between
New South Wales, yeah?
Yeah, between Victoria and New South Wales, like on the border. It should be like near there. Albury, yes.
Yeah. I see it. Oh, it's a tiny town. My God, you got... All right. Where can I find something that would go maybe over like a highway? Oh, maybe one here. No, but it's not going over. It's not a bridge. I'm trying to find a bridge in that area. Don't think I'll find it. Let me just plonk it. It's not going to be there, but let's plonk it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Where would be? I mean, there's this highway here coming from the city you mentioned. Okay, let's see. Maybe here. There's a bridge. Okay, I'm just going north of Albury. Yeah. Slightly, like so just a few kilometers. Guessing, it was actually north of Sydney. So you're correct with New South Wales. Mm-hmm. And it was, so we're 500 kilometers away, 3,700 points. We're actually next to Newcastle.
Okay.
Not far away from Newcastle. Let me share the image with you.
So a lot more coastal than what I imagined, I guess. Let's see if there was like anything that could have pointed.
I don't have exactly the same image, by the way. I don't have that image. I have another image. I don't know. It sends me. This one is completely overblown.
Yes, I see. I think I see which one.
Oh, this is a
March 2010, like that one.
Hang on. How do I go back? See more dates. Let me see. March 2010. Correct. Yeah. That's the one I had.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
How come I'm seeing the older version? Do you know why? I thought it would use the latest API. It is Street View
No,
image.
because ACW, what they did is they did like hand-picked coverage, and you can with the map maker, like it's a separate
Oh,
website. You can pick older coverage and
oh, I see.
like
Okay,
use the panel ID to
I see.
like get that
Got it.
older coverage in the
So
map.
tell me, with the March 2010 image, what could I have told you differently to help you here? How would you tell it's more coastal? Because I don't see any indication that it's more coastal. It's actually not that close to the coast either, by the way, if you look exactly where it is.
Yeah, yeah, that's probably. I assumed that it was a little bit with the Newcastle, but I guess. These are like to the west. There's some fairly significant hills. Like,
Okay.
uh, I think if I knew that the hills are like even mountains, because those are definitely like the Great Dividing Range, like the biggest sort of mountains in not like the highest peaks, but like it's like the whole range. It's like just the
Yep.
biggest in Australia. I guess like knowing that those were to the west, I might have been more likely to go somewhere east of the mountains, so more close to the coast. Again, like not it's not like right next to the coast, I know, but um yeah. But that's just like small things, and it's hard to explain.
So here you got the impression that the hills were lower than
Yeah.
they actually were, right?
Yeah.
Because of my description. Okay, that's good to know. All right, very good. So, Radu, we have a total of 18,767 points. I think they were actually all very good guesses, except the first one, which probably threw you off.
Yeah, I was still
with this
getting
Canadian
into
thing.
it.
But that's sorry. I don't know why I'm saying sorry. Thank you. I mean, this was very enlightening for me, and also the way you're trying to also tell me what to better describe afterwards, and what you shared with me in terms of the Thai hills or the palm plantations.
Yeah,
so that's
of
also
course.
quite useful.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm guessing you're gonna do this like in the future again with other people, because I know you have in the past as well. So yeah, just hoping like, I mean, your explanations are very good for sure, but yeah, just any more tips is like, yeah, I'm happy to give.
Thank you so much. I hope you had fun. I certainly had a lot of fun trying
Yeah,
to make you
it was
guess
fun.
where it was, and that's it for this video. So thank
Yep,
you.
thank you. See ya.